I'm telling you, I would walk out if I was getting disrespected like this. If I was a grown adult at one of these Harris Walz events, rallies, and she up there speaking to me like I'm some little boy, like some little girl, like I'm like I'm a child. Unbelievable.
Are you ready? Let's hear it loud and clear like we said. Mr. Trump, Mr. Vance, please mind your own business. Oh, that was excellent. Are you ready? Let's hear it loud and clear like we said. Mr. Trump, Mr. Vance, please mind your own business. Oh, that was excellent.
This is why Tim Walz's family, I already see why they endorse Trump. I already know what's going on. I see through all this crap, man. Yeah. I don't see how this ticket makes it past 150, man. I'm telling you. Y'all laughing and giggling and smiling and falling out your chair. But I'm telling you, I don't see how this ticket. And I think, didn't they have a thing where she said, please do not send Gwen out there to say anything else. You know, but somehow she just finds a mic, finds the stage, and she's back at it. You know, principal, teacher. I mean, she's speaking to everybody like they little kids. Repeat after me. We're gonna turn the page, and you're gonna say this: Trump and Vance. I mean, unbelievable. I would be so mad. You gonna sit here and disrespect me? I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man. You know, I'm telling you, if I was on their side, I'll say, man, y'all got me repeating stuff like I'm a little kid, and then y'all can't even get up here and tell me your plan on the economy. But you want me to repeat after you? No, you lying. Hell no. What's wrong with you? I mean, it gets even worse. Don't worry.
Liked it when she did this. Turn the page. You like that? Okay, so I need you to be with me and practice with me. What are we gonna do? We're gonna turn the page. Oh, pretty good. Do it again. We're gonna turn the page. And
you see why Tim? Look, you see why? You know why he laughed? He used to this. You know, he used to this. Beta male. He used to this. Yeah.
Turn the page. You like that? Okay, so I need you to be with me and practice with me. What are we gonna do? We're gonna turn the page. Oh, pretty good. Do it again. We're gonna turn the page. And we're gonna turn the page.
Are these children? I'm telling you, I would rip up my sign and walk out. Ain't no way. You sit up and talk. Ain't no way. Can we start talking about some policy? Something? Can y'all? We don't. Hey, man. I'm telling you, it's boy. Y'all should be mad. But now I see why people are packing up their bags. They're leaving during the day, at night, in the morning. I mean, it doesn't even matter what time it is. People are neither not voting or they're on the Trump train. She up here speaking to them like they look like little boys and little girls. You know, little pre-K, little kindergartners.
All right, so I'm going to be watching you because when I see Wisconsin, and I'm one watching nationally on TV because this is a pretty important place, and Minnesota helped you practice with this. You just show me this. Turn the page, right? Turn the page. And you know what else that looks like? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Donald Trump. We are turning the page.
Unbelievable, bro. Man, boy.
Anyone more painful to listen to than Kamala Harris or Tim Walz? But then I heard Gwen Walz, Tim Walz's wife. Here she is.
You just show me this. Turn the page, right? Turn the page. And you know what else that looks like? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Donald Trump. We are turning the page. 52 days and we are turning the page. 52 days and it is bye-bye, Donald Trump.
I actually can't really watch that. It's I don't know if she realizes or not that Donald Trump's not in office. Joe Biden is the president right now, but that kind of acting, I don't even know what that was, but surely it's not helping the campaign.
Well, first of all, the way that they're talking.
Did y'all see the new oh my, they are dropping it like it's hot, man. And they just asked again for, now they're really pushing for this second debate. But man, I don't see how anybody's clapping for this, man. And then she's again talking to him like little children. I'm telling you, I would be pissed. She's better off having those free concerts and having those actress or rappers and artists show up at the beginning and do, and have a free concert and get them to have this lady up there speaking. I'm telling you. I see why Tim Walz, why his family, his mom, everybody is endorsed Trump. I see why. They don't need to be nowhere near no White House. I'm just saying, man.
You would be mistaken for forgetting that Donald Trump is not president right now, because they're talking about how Kamala Harris is an agent of change, how she's going to bring hope and change and all this 2008 era Barack Obama mumble jumble, how she's going to do all that. They're totally ignoring that she has been the vice president of the United States for the past 4 years. It's really remarkable. However, quick aside, and one of the reasons that, all of this being said, I'm actually still cautiously optimistic, but I think Donald Trump's in good shape to win this election. The New York Times had a recent poll where they polled in the crosstabs, who do you view as the better change agent, the bigger outsider in this election? And 53%, give or take, of Americans said that Donald Trump was the change agent, the outsider. Only 25% of Americans said that Kamala Harris was. So, they're trying to gaslight us and make us forget that Kamala Harris is the active vice president and Donald Trump has not been in office for 4 years now. But apparently the American people have not forgotten, which is very much a silver lining and a cause for optimism. Gwen Walz is a lunatic left-winger, though, as her husband, Tim Walz, very much is, too. If you go back to the George Floyd riots, which started right there in Tim and Gwen Walz's backyard in May and June of 2020, that was where the national inferno began, right there in Minnesota. Back then, Gwen Walz was apparently literally encouraging the rioters. She was like shouting out of the window of her governor's mansion, if I remember the factual details correctly, to the rioters to say, go over there. She was there in the great so-called racial reckoning in America from the get-go. She was one of the leading arsonists in what became a sprawling national conflagration, a conflagration that resulted in roughly $2 billion in insurance claims worth of property damage there. These people are radical left-wingers. This is the most left-wing ticket in the modern history of the United States that very much includes Barack Obama, who was no slouch of a left-winger himself. But the Harris-Walz ticket takes this to whole new levels of far left depravity, I fear.
Absolutely. Look, finally, let's look at the most recent polling. Kamala Harris has received a bump after that debate and leads the race by 4 percentage points among registered voters. That's according to the latest Economist/YouGov poll. Josh, is that going to last?
I don't think so. As I was just saying, I'm actually still cautiously optimistic that Donald.
And that's crazy because as I'm recording this, it didn't last. And they are panicking right now. Now, this clip was from a couple days ago. But now Trump is ahead like crazy. And then there's still some, again, that's why I tell y'all, we don't need to care about any of these polls, because even the ones that doubted Trump and had her up now have Trump up. And then there's still some that still have her it tied. But again, y'all, it has to be too big to rig. you know. And I know you see all these new polls as of Wednesday, you know, September 25th. We see Trump up ahead like crazy. He's winning with the one of the biggest issues, the economy. Some with 50, 60, 70, and some with even 80%. So, on the border. So I just don't see how she makes it past 150, man. They're gonna have to really rig that thing up, but it has to be too big to rig, man. Because we're not against a candidate, we are against a machine, man. This corrupt system, and there are people out there that are still clapping for these puppets. You know, these liberals. It's crap, man.
Donald Trump is in good shape to win this election. Now, it's going to be very close. I don't claim to be super confident in this prediction, but when you go back and look at the 2016 and 2020 elections, you know, pollsters were way off. In 2016, Hillary Clinton was leading in all the polls by 7, 8, 9, sometimes even double-digit points. We all know how that ended. In 2020, you know, Joe Biden did end up winning the national popular vote by roughly 4 to 4.5 points. Well, because Republicans here in America have something of a structural built-in electoral college advantage, they actually ended up translating that 4.5-point national popular vote loss into an exceedingly narrow electoral college loss that essentially amounted to 70,000 votes dispersed across 4 swing states. So all that's to say that the pollsters have not really fixed a lot of the structural flaws that have afflicted them in the past 2 presidential election cycles, namely the fact that older liberals in particular disproportionately answer pollsters' phone calls, and conservatives here just reject the pollsters, so they haven't been able to account for that. And second, when you actually look at the demographic crosstabs, I'm just not seeing how it actually adds up for the Democrats this go-around. You know, 18 to 29-year-old voters, Gen Z millennials, which are part of the post-2008, post-Barack Obama Democratic Party core coalition, you know, they're breaking for Republicans at historically unprecedented rates in modern times. Trump is winning large numbers, relatively speaking, not in absolute terms, but relatively speaking, very large numbers of black people, especially including young black men here in the United States there. So I'm just not seeing it. Now, again, it's going to be very close. It shouldn't be close. Trump should be, you know, wiping the floor with her, given this administration's performance over the past 4 years. So I wish it weren't this close. But I do think right now that Donald Trump is in better shape to win than he is in to not win. I mean, even if this poll is correct and that Kamala Harris is up, called 3 to 4 points nationally, Trump could easily still win an electoral college vote at that actual popular vote margin. But I think the national popular vote is going to end up being a lot closer than that.
Okay, Josh Hammer, senior editor.
Yeah. Too big to rig, man. I think it's going to be too big to rig, you guys. You know. But hey, I love y'all. God bless you all and your families. And I will catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.